Hey, Scruffy. How you doing? Pretty nice day, huh? It's a little cooler. But what's the sun? Yeah. So I'm done watering. So I'm glad you're probably relieved, huh? So you gonna explore? Or are you gonna go out? Going out. Okay. So yeah, temperature dropped off a little bit. It didn't drop off as much as they predicted. So it's still a little warm, but it's actually really nice. So it's still kind of in that, or we've kind of returned to that perfect temperature zone. So hope it stays like this for a while. And watering yesterday is probably the best day to do it, since it was the end of the little heat spike. So hopefully the water will last. So I spent, I think, over an hour watering the backyard. Spent probably about the same time, or almost the same amount of time watering the front yard yesterday too. So it's a couple hours of my day just watering. So watered, yeah, after the backyard after I finished with Scruffy last night for dinner. And Scruffy was, as usual, avoiding me, but a lot of times I think he runs under the deck, or he goes under the deck, or sometimes leaves the backyard. This time it looks like he hung out around here, so I think he was, for a lot of it was actually sitting right next to the screen door, because I left the screen door open, or well, I left the glass door open. The screen was closed, and I think so usually Scruffy's keeping an eye on me, making sure I don't get too close. But this time he was actually turned away, and I think he was looking inside the house. So I don't know. Maybe he was thinking, "Gee, I wonder what's inside," or oh, he's not inside now. Maybe I should try to sneak in. Good luck with that. But yeah, I thought it was kind of weird that he was looking inside the house when I was the other direction. Yeah, and yeah, usually he's kind of keeping an eye on me, probably to make sure I don't come back or something, threaten him. But yeah, he completely turned his back and was just looking in the house. At least a few times I looked in this direction. I was in the garden, so most of the time I didn't have a good vantage point of him. But a few times I did see him. He was facing towards the house. And then when I came back to change the water spigots, then yeah, he would scurry away, run under the table, or run off the deck, run somewhere to hide. And then when I was back in the garden, he'd come back here. So it's slightly different behavior. So yeah, the ground was absorbing, or just absorbing all the water. So it really took me longer to feel I had sufficiently watered the plants. So after I was done, it was probably over an hour. So I came back here, and Scruffy was still. I don't think he was looking at the house at that point, but he was still hanging out in this area, and then he kind of ran away as I came back to go back inside, and then I decided I was gonna just give him some extra kibble for tolerating the watering I had to do. And as I came back out with the kibble, he was back out here, kind of looking. I think he was on the gray mat, and he's looking in. Oops, Scruffy just batted at me, so it's more like a punch, and he was far enough where it wouldn't have hurt or anything, but so he didn't get his claws into it. But that was a little weird. He might be learning because he didn't scratch, and he immediately pushed his head towards my glove, almost like he wanted to continue the pets. So it was almost as if he knew what he just did was wrong. So that's good. So as I was saying, so he was basically waiting for me, or looking in, and then when I came back out with the kibble, he hissed at me a few times. So I don't think I don't know what he exactly was thinking, but I was coming out with the kibble, and I poured it on the red plate, and as I was coming out and pouring it on the plate, he hissed a couple times. I didn't film it. I was kind of tired of. I just wanted to, go in and eat dinner, call it a night. But so after I poured the kibble, I went back in, and then he ate. So he was under the big table while I was pouring the kibble, and then when I went back in, he went for the kibble. So kind of the standard skittishness that I expect from him after he's eaten. So he's not as food motivated. To be brave. But if I'm not around, he'll eat the kibble. So lunch today, Scruffy was in the right position where I was thinking I should try to cut the dangling fur again, but unfortunately, the fur wasn't sticking out, so I didn't really have a good, good vector to try to get the scissors around it. So instead, I decided I was going to try grabbing the brush and then brush him to see if I can get the fur to stick out. And then I was hoping that would work, and I was hoping that basically he was used enough to the brushing, even though I only do it at dinner now, that he would tolerate it. And then once I was finished getting the fur kind of stretched out, so I could get scissors around it, I'd quickly put down the brush and then pick up the scissors and try to cut it. But unfortunately, Scruffy didn't like me brushing the dangling fur, and he basically kind of pulled away and retreated, sort of like what he has been doing when he's using with the scissors. So I wasn't able to cut anything today. Okay, let's get your food. So see if he tolerates the brush a little better. So interestingly, the fur is more under him now than to the side. He's tolerating the brushing a little better though. But yeah, I'm not going to be able to cut it tonight. It's not hanging out the right way. And he's not in the right position for me to reach. Okay, I'm done. So, yeah. Did the brush thing, he retreated, I put it down, he came back, but he was on the other side of the bowl. And I continued to put an increased amount of water in the kibble bowl to slow him down, and yeah, I think that's working. Oh, he knocked out a ball today, though, so he basically got his head down in so much that he dislodged one of the balls and it popped out of the bowl. And I was worried because it was near the end, and it was near the end, so I kind of just let it go. But yeah, he started eating much faster when that ball was gone, so I was getting a little worried he might throw up. But I was kind of hoping that he'd gotten far enough in the meal that the remaining amount of kibble wouldn't cause him to throw up. And yeah, so we made it. He didn't throw up, but I'll use my judgment on that in the future. Hey, Scruffy. How you doing? White meows again. That's a little louder. So I think it's supposed to cool down a little today. Bright and sunny though, so it might get hot. I don't know. So ready for your food? You got extra food yesterday. I left Scruffy extra kibble after I was done watering last night. So I don't know how hungry Scruffy is today. Yeah. Bring out your food. Yeah. Just like staring in. Okay. Okay. When I start sitting in the chair, Scruffy walks over. Not sure why he runs away. So he doesn't do that at dinner. I don't think it's the scissors. So I try to hide the scissors when I'm bringing them out in the palm of my hand. And usually when Scruffy starts running back, it's when I'm either closing the door or starting to kneel down. And neither really has anything to do with the scissors. Oops. Does you want your food? Okay, one more set. Yeah. Ooh, that's a nice meow. Okay, let's get your food. Tonight's dinner is mini pate, super supper, kibble, and rotisserie chicken with scraps. I think I gave Scruffy too much food yesterday, so today's, yeah, just kind of a normal amount. Didn't feel compelled to give him any extra today. So one of I keep having a problem with the nozzle on the garden hose. So, there's a little metal adapter that goes at the end of the hose, and that's the thing you screw in the nozzle to. And there's like a little metal clamp that keeps the hose end in place. And for some reason, my hose, the clamp just is not keeping it seated, so it keeps shooting out of the hose. It's really annoying, and I always soak myself because when that happens, the water goes everywhere. Yeah, it doesn't actually shoot out immediately. It starts by just leaking out, so it kind of sprays out the gap between the adapter inserts and the hose, and then eventually it comes out. It makes a big mess. So I think I'm gonna have to change it. So I took the whole thing out. I think I need to find a new ring or a new clamp at the very least. I'm trying to get the balls out, but there's a big clump of fur stuck to the glove, and I'm trying not to get the fur in the food. Big piece of fur stuck to the finger of the glove. So I thought I had another ring clamp somewhere, because I thought I bought a couple extra ones, but I can't find them. So, but yeah. So next time I water, probably be a couple weeks from now. But yeah, I'm gonna have to change it, or reseed it. I say it's gonna be a couple weeks, but knowing me, it'll probably be like a month. The weather stays nice. Yeah, I'll use that as an excuse not to water as frequently. So we're still technically on water rationing, so I probably blew my budget yesterday. Okay, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.